Managing low population growth. Most economically developed countries are experiencing slow population growth, or even population decline, that is associated with stages 4 and 5 of the demographic transition model. As this population pyramid shows, stage 4 countries have low birth rates, as indicated by the narrow base of the pyramid. The birth rate appears to be falling. We can tell this because the bottom of the pyramid is narrower than the middle. Stage 4 countries also have a high life expectancy and low death rates. This further contributes to slow or negative population growth. The result is that economically developed nations have too few children and young people and an ageing population. In other words, a large proportion of the population is over 65 years of age and a small proportion is under 15 years of age. The concern in these countries is that in the future they will have too few consumers and too few skilled workers in the economy. This will lead to problems affording pensions and social care for the ageing population. It may also lead to the closure of services in areas where the population is declining. France is an example of a country that is experiencing slow population growth. In mid-2023, France was estimated to have a population of 64.7 million people. The median age was 42 years old, and 21% of the population was over 65 years of age, compared to just 16% in 2000. The Health and Welfare Ministry predicts that 40% of the population will be over retirement age by 2060. Whilst the population is currently growing slowly at an annual rate of 0.3%, there was a concern in the 1960s that this wouldn't be the case due to declining fertility rate. A range of population policies were therefore introduced that focused on improving the number of births and the fertility rate. The policies make it easier for parents to combine childcare with employment. For example, mothers are allowed 20 weeks of paid maternity leave after the birth of a child and a year after the birth of a third child. When returning to work, there is the option for mothers to stay out of the office or work part-time until a child is 3 years old. After this, there is free childcare to allow mothers to work more easily. There are tax cuts and benefits until the youngest child is 18 years old. Other incentives include discounts on public transport and €174 per year for access to public services such as swimming pools. Because of the policies, many women are able to have children while staying in work. France also had an increasing birth rate during the 1990s, peaking at 13.1 births per 1,000 people in the year 2000. There was also an increasing fertility rate that reached 2.01 children per woman in 2010, although by 2021 this had fallen to 1.84. However, as this graph shows, France still has the highest fertility rate in Europe. Summary. Most economically developed countries at stage 4 or 5 of the demographic transition model experience slow population growth or decline. France is an economically developed nation that was concerned about population decline in the 1960s. A range of strategies were introduced to increase the fertility rate, including extended maternity benefits for larger families, flexible working arrangements and free childcare, tax cuts, benefits and discounts. The initiatives have had mixed success. While the fertility rate is the highest in Europe, it is falling. Key words: demographic transition, population change. Aging population, where a large proportion of the population is over 65 years of age. Maternity leave, a period of absence from work granted to a mother before and after the birth of her child. Fertility rate, the average number of live births per woman.